The sound of the $293,200 911 GT2 RS is like nothing in the current Porsche lineup. We're on the road right now, period. Hammer the floor-mounted accelerator pedal and the GT2 RS spits raw melodious frequencies that will rumble your spine and make your hair stand on end. We wanted to make an honest turbo Porsche's Andreas Reuninger, who's in charge of Porsche high-performance GT range of cars like the 911 GT3 and Cayman GT4, says because nowadays turbos tend to get modified in a way that they feel like 10-liter, naturally aspirated engines, and that's not the point. Reuninger's voice speeds up like a whirring compressor. I think a turbo motor has so many interesting sounds and characteristics. I wanted this turbo to burble and overrun to make hissing sounds of the wastegate and mechanical noises. The breathing of the engine, the way it builds up power, even a little turbo lag, why not? The GT2 RS had to be different, and it is. Big time. A large part of Reuninger's job involves preserving the company's sporting soul in road-going vehicles, which is a particularly critical part of Porsche's business. Get a GT right and you can quell the critics who say the manufacturer is losing the plot by building Cayenne Panameras. Get it wrong and you risk alienating the diehards and Porsche evangelists. This time around, Reuninger went old school to create that elusive difference. He dug into the Porsche Museum collection and put a 1970s-era 935 turbo and several turbocharged race cars on a lift, measuring things like intake runner lengths and the header diameters. The findings helped shape the GT2 RS's inimitable howl. It's hard for enthusiasts to find fault in Reuninger's latest creation, at least on paper. Though power is only driven to the rear wheels, the GT2 RS recently ran a record-setting 6:42.3 at the Nürburgring Nordschleife, beating the 887 horsepower all-wheel drive 918 Spider's time by a boggling 10 seconds. It also shamed the most recent record holder, the Lamborghini Huracan Performante. But numbers only tell half the story, so he traveled to Portugal-Portimao circuit to get the full seat of the pit scoop on this 700 horsepower beast. Beating the venerable 918 Spider at the Nürburgring requires a fearsome power-to-weight ratio, hardcore engine tuning, a reworked suspension setup, and a touch of luck. As such, the GT2 RS's weight loss regime involved everything from carbon fiber bucket seats, saving around 31 pounds, and a magnesium roof, 2.2 pounds lighter, to deleted rear seats, 21 pounds, and the use of carbon door hinges, trimmed 1.7 pounds. Incorporating Gorilla Glass at the rear also did away with 7.7 pounds. Counting the loss of all-wheel drive hardware, the GT2 RS jettisons around 300 pounds compared to an equivalent 911 Turbo S totaling 3,241 pounds. The $31,000 Satch package saves an additional 40 pounds and includes exotical like carbon fiber stabilizer bars, magnesium wheels, a titanium roll cage for non-US markets, and a 3-layer carbon fiber roof panel. That's about $775 per pound saved for those counting at home. Porsche has jacked the GT2 RS's output to 700 horsepower and 553 pounds-to-foot of torque, a considerable leap over the Turbo S's 580 horsepower. The Turbo S derived variable geometry twin turbochargers now feature larger turbines and compressors, enabling the 3.8-liter flat 6 to spin to 7,200 revolutions per minute. Upgraded bits include the crankcase and pistons, while a multi-tube air filter sees its first use in a production car, incorporating 5 tubes for increased cooling surface area. Another novel feature involves a 5-liter carbon fiber tank in the cargo area. The reservoir feeds water to 2 nozzles that spray the netting along the intercooler, reducing charge temperatures by as much as 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The system only runs during extreme temperatures, think 100 degrees Fahrenheit plus ambient temperatures, and the engine continues to operate normally if the water is depleted. NACA ducts on the hood cool the front brakes, while louvers on the wheel will extract aerating front downforce.